Hi everyone, turn to page 2 in your packet and we'll go over some basic vocabulary. So, in order to name a point, you're going to write the word point. So write point, and then the letter that goes with that point. So let's say we have a point right here, it's a dot, and there's a letter A. That's how you draw a point, is a little dot, and next to it you have the name for it, and then to name it we're going to call it point A. Okay, so that's what it looks like, that's what the name is. Now, facts about a point. It has no shape or size. And you'll be like, wait a minute, no shape or size, I can see it, it's a dot right there. That's just how we represent a point when we signify it on a piece of paper. But in actuality, a point is just a location in space, right? That's the definition of a point. It is a location in space. It doesn't actually have a shape or size. But in order to provide a way to depict the point on paper, we draw a dot and put a name for it. Okay, and then there's another vocabulary word. Collinear means that there's points that are on the same line. Okay, so we can see how that will look on the line. So let's say I have 2 points, point A and point B. I can connect those 2 points to create a line. So this line that connects point A and point B is line AB. And you will also see this as AB with this on top and then arrows going in both directions. And those arrows going in both directions means that this line goes on and on and on forever in that direction and goes on and on and on forever in the other direction. Okay, so it goes on infinitely in both directions. So we have line AB. Now, also line AB, is that the same as line BA? Yes, it is. So we can also write it as BA. So these are the 3 ways we can write line AB. Line AB, AB with the line with the arrows, or BA with the arrows, and call it line BA. And then a line, what is a line? It's made up of points. It has no thickness or width. All right, so there's infinite points along this line. And you can have a line going through 2 points. You see how once you have 2 points, there's a line that goes through it. And lines intersect at 1 point. So, for example, let's say there's another line that's going through right there. Well, where do those 2 lines meet? Right there in the middle of that cross, right? That's the intersect, okay? So that's how that works. And a plane. Now this one's a little bit more tricky. A plane is a flat surface made up of points, and the way we draw a plane, we draw something kind of like a parallelogram. Does that mean a plane looks like a parallelogram? No. It means that we just have a flat surface that goes on forever and ever, and this is just the way that we show it on paper. But in actuality, it looks like a flat surface that goes on forever. So let's say we call this plane P, and the name for the plane is a cursive uppercase letter. So we have a cursive uppercase P, all right, and then we have multiple points on that plane. All right, I'm going to put a D out here. Do you guys see that this point D is not on the plane? All right, that is not on the plane. So on this plane, we have points A, B, and C. So the name for this plane is either plane P, and that P is supposed to be cursive. I don't know how to do a nice cursive P, but all right, let's pretend that's a nice cursive P. All right, so either plane P for the name of the plane, that's usually in the bottom right-hand corner, or you take 3 points that are non-collinear, which means they don't all 3 are, form a line. So you see that if I made a line through AC, B is not on that same line. So therefore, these 3 points are not collinear. So then I can use those 3 points to name the plane, and I can name it plane ABC. Can I use point D as part of the name for the plane? I cannot, because D is not on that plane. Okay? So, and then a plane is created by at least 3 non-collinear points. And then, like for example, let's say I also had a point E here. Well, then point E would be coplanar with point C, point B, point A. Coplanar means they're all on the same plane. Okay? So you can have points that are coplanar. You can also have lines that are coplanar. You see how if I drew a line through B and E and A and C, line AC and line BE would be coplanar. And then planes intersect at, let's see, I have a flat surface, I have another flat surface. How does it look like when these 2 flat surfaces meet? Well, where they meet is one line. Okay, so planes intersect at a line. Okay, move on to page 2. All right, let's go ahead and practice this vocabulary. 2 sets of collinear points could be, so collinear means on the same line, so P, R, and Q are on the same line. N, R, and M are on the same line. Name a line that is coplanar to MR. So MR, let's see, if I said line MN, doesn't quite work because MN and MR, they're still the same line. So let's see another line that's on the same plane. Well, if I draw a line from B to M, then that line BM is on the same plane as line MR. They're both on plane A. Name the intersection of PM and MN. So we've got PM, goes like this, and MN right here. Oh, what do they both have in common? They both have point M in common. Intersection of plane A and PQ. So we have the plane and the line PQ. What does the line PQ and this plane have in common? They have this point R in common. Give another name for plane A. So plane A, that's one name, and now I need 3 non-collinear points that are all on this plane. So let's see, B, M, and N are not all on the same line. So M and N is, but B is not, so I can use that to name plane A. So it would be plane B, M, N. And the last one, name the intersection of PQ and MN. So we have PQ and MN. What do these two have in common? They have point R in common. That's it.